Yet another problem has arisen, as we anticipated. I would like to ask everyone what they think. Benedict, if you would.
Yes, my lord. We have just received a request from Minister Sorsley.
I don't think we should take his help, you know?
We are to deliver his cargo to Esfrost.
Cargo?
A load of salt that bypasses the consortium.
He is asking us to be an accomplice to his illegal dealings.
The nerve of him, asking the Honorable House Wolford to do such a filthy job. No way we'd agree to that.
Yeah, I'm with him.
But consider this. Agreeing would secure us proof of his unlawful business.
Are you suggesting we report him to Hyzant?
I am saying it is an option.
I'm not sure if anything will happen if we do that.
You got a point. We have a duty to speak up when something's not right. That's the honorable thing to do.
We might even earn the Holy One's trust.
I really don't think that's a good idea. They're probably in on it.
Have you all forgotten? Minister Sorsley is one of Hyzant's Saintly Seven. His connections run far deeper than ours. We must tread carefully.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Then we need solid evidence to convict him. I should think the salt he wishes us to transport would suffice. But we are the only ones that know it. And it is indistinguishable from the salt that is legally distributed. Far from the solid evidence we need.
Regrettably so.
I mean, if we agree to it, hypothetically, it would probably give us, like, some message saying, okay, now deliver this to Esfrost, you know? And then we could give that as evidence, right?
One false move and we lose both Minister Sorsley's support and Hyzant's trust. Without proof, we have no choice but to go to Esfrost.
If only we had evidence of his misdeeds.
It comes as no surprise to see our opinions differ, but a decision must be made. To report Minister Sorsley's illegal dealings to Hyzant, or become a silent accomplice. Bring the scales. It is time to make our choice.
Aside from it being, like, the good thing to do, is there any benefit to us for reporting him? Like, if you report him, do we get more support from Hyzant? Like, as a whole, rather than just Sorsley? Probably not, right? And she survived the battle, but the situation around us grows ever more complex. The decision before us now will greatly sway the course of our future. Must be firm in my convictions. Alright, I'm gonna go outside, see if I can get any information. And then I'll try to convince everyone. I don't know what I want yet. I'll probably decide while I do this. Okay, I think I got everything. I'm probably missing some items because of the houses that burned down. But that aside, I think I have absolutely everything. So I think it's just time to vote now. I was thinking while getting the information, I don't like it, but I think we should transport the salt, you know? Because, like I said, like a bit earlier, if we do turn them in, I don't, assuming that we can, like if we just report them, I think nothing will happen. But if we help him, he'll be an ally for us, you know? And considering the circumstances, we kind of need a lot of those. So I think we should take his help, even though I don't like it. Let's start with Anna, because she's
Lord Saranoa.
the most important one. You should have to convince her, really. Transporting illicit salt or reporting Minister Sorsley were options both. She had the option of taking neither path. I'll leave the decision in your hands. Yeah, I think we should transport the salt. So you believe it better to do Minister Sorceley's bidding? Might I ask why? I didn't get a thing. What? It's gotta be a conviction thing, right? If we know the way House N's illicit operations work, we may figure out a way to get the upper hand. There's no harm in gaining Minister Sorceley's trust, regardless of what unfolds in the future. I think this one. So we can, like, take him down ourselves, you know? See, it'll be easier to find the cracks in their defenses from the inside. It may even give us an opportunity to strike.
Yes.
That is our aim. I think it is well worth the risk. Is there anything else you wish to know? I get 2 options. There is. I cannot help but wondering if being party to these acts was solely the Wolfort name. That's true. Our house's honor is trivial at best. You needn't pay it any mind. Right now, we must do everything in our power to keep our people alive and house standing. As long as we do, there will be a chance to reclaim our honor. The words of outsiders likely mean little against Saintly Seven. If we bring the charges against Minister Sorceley, he may just lay all the blame at our feet. Did I read that right? The words against outsiders likely mean little against Saintly Seven. That's true. But it was a dialogue, like, unlocked thing, so it's probably the right one, right?
Certainly.
Sates hold tremendous influence in Hyzant. Certainly it won't be easy to prove the one of them guilty. On the contrary, they might use their position of power to indict us instead. An undesirable situation indeed, one I would rather not find ourselves in. Thank you, Lord Serenoa, and I'll see where you stand. Alright. Alright, now that leaves Benedict.
We must decide.
Minister Sorceley is involved in the trafficking of illegal salt. Be in our best interest to expose him before we get further involved. We may not escape entirely unscathed, but it must be done. I'm gonna try, but I wonder if it says, like, I'd have better walk talking to a stone wall, if it just won't work. Maybe the odds are just really low. So you believe we should follow Minister Sorceley's orders? There's no guarantee we will succeed in exposing Sorceley, and should we fail, we would make enemies, both of House N and the Holy State itself. That is true. Regardless of his motives, we owe him a debt, and I would rather not repay kindness with betrayal. I don't agree with that. Right now, House Wolfort stands alone. We cannot risk losing Minister Sorceley's support. That's what my reasoning is, yeah.
Quite true.
House N is our only ally at the moment. And I would be hesitant to lose our only means of rebuilding the Wolfort domain. There's still time. Benedict, I would like to continue our discussion.
Certainly not.
Very well, my lord. It is safe to assume that you think explaining Minister Sorceley's crimes do you think that exposing Minister Sorceley's crimes to be a reckless course of action? Haven't sufficient information to take action? Mr. Sorceley is no fool. I doubt he would blindly trust us to carry out such an important ordeal. Shaking Hyzant's faith in one of the Saintly Seven will be nigh impossible. Yeah, he probably wouldn't make us do this if he didn't have reason to believe he was, like, if he thought this was a risky thing to do, he probably wouldn't do it, right? So he's probably got some failsafe if we try to turn him in, right? Cannot deny that. Both Minister Sorceley and his subordinate are cunning men. Could move under the cover of night, although there's always a chance the enemy awaits us in the shadows as well. You have made your position clear, Benedict. I'll only ask that you keep my words in mind. But of course, my lord, allow me a moment more to make my decision. Alright. Now, Eridor.
Aye, lad.
Can't even imagine a proud and honorable house like ours committing a crime. Got to go to Hyzant and report that no good minister. Just like Benedict, I gotta try. We're actually considering doing his dirty work? Why? Well, I don't want to. This end has given us money and provisions. Would reporting them not be biting the hand that feeds? Again, I don't really agree with that mindset. No fool, he is no doubt wary of our betrayal. That's what I said to Benedict. Well, I believe Minister Exarm would help us find Minister Sorceley guilty. We ought to be careful of him. He is no doubt another trying to use this as his pawn. I think I want this one. Can't deny that. This is a grave crime he's getting in after all. Servant of his booker is also nothing to sneeze at. If we're not careful, it could be our heads on the chopping block. It's not to be party to these crimes if we can avoid it, but things are not so simple, I'm afraid.
Consider this.
I'm sure you've thought long and hard about it, but still, just thinking about dirtying our hands like that makes me sick to my stomach. If our accusations fall on deaf ears, we make an enemy of both House End and the Holy State. The risk is far too great. Understand, but we must do this to see House Wolfort survive. Please, Eridor, I ask you bear this burden with us. Running away from our problems will avail us nothing. Ill learned though it may be, we need House End's coin. I'm gonna just ask him nicely. So you're willing to do whatever it takes for the sake of our house, eh? As your master at arms, there ain't no way I'm letting you do it alone. I admire your resolve, lad. Time to think on it. This won't be an easy decision either way. That actually sounded somewhat promising, considering the stone wall bit. What's about Frederica? Cannot overlook Minister Sorceley's black market dealings, let alone be party to them. You know, that means that even more will have to go without salt in the duchy, but still. We should go to Hyzant and bring these crimes to light. Please, Cyrano, I know why you are opposed to I must know why you are opposed to exposing Minister Sorceley's crimes. Right now, House Wolfort stands alone. We are in sore need of House End's support. There's a time and place for everything, and now it is not the time to bring Mr. Sorceley to justice. Mr. Sorceley is one of the Saintly Seven. Proving him guilty will be a struggle even with evidence, of which we have none. We need his help.
I see.
Mr. Sorceley would undoubtedly stop helping us should we report him. But if we are found to have helped him, do you think we would incur the entirety of Hyzant's wrath? Might we speak a little longer?
In that case...
Admit I am more than curious as to why you would make us an accomplice to Minister Sorceley's illicit dealings. Again, I don't want to, but it seems like the most pragmatic option right now. Our relations with Estros are strained enough as is, and I would rather not make any more enemies, if we can avoid it. I think our relationship being strained is a bit of a understatement. We're kind of at war, right? Wish to know Estros' true intentions. We might glean something if we go there. I've heard rumors of Minister Exarm. He looks reliable at first glance. I do not know if he can truly be trusted. I don't really like any of these options. Let's pick this middle one. Might glean something new if we go there. I too would like to know what they're scheming. But our destination is enemy territory, and our recipient unknown. Here there's just too much at stake. Well, let's return to our own councils, Frederica. I understand your feelings, so I hope you understand mine. Okay, that's everybody. I think it's time to just vote now. Hope for the best.
It is time to cast our votes. Do we follow Sorslay's orders and smuggle salt across our borders, or do we take another path? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
Forgive me, my lord.
If you wish to sway me, you must leave me with no room for doubt. Damn. We just need to convince one person.
Even still.
Just one person. I feel like I got Anna.
I agree.
You have my support. Okay, we got it.
Just can't see it your way.
That's fine. We convinced one person, and that's all that matters.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen. The way forward is decided. We have no choice but to follow Sorslay's demands and bring the salt to Esfrost. We have chosen our path. We shall do as Minister Sorsley asks and deliver the salt to Esfrost.
Now that we have a heading, we need only move forward. Let us make haste.
Indeed. No matter how perilous the road ahead may be, we must not falter.
Anna, begin the preparations.
As you wish.
No good deed is the product of selflessness, and Minister Sorslay's intervention on the Wolfort's behalf is no exception. In exchange for their livelihoods, Serenoa and his entourage must transport Sorslay's illicit salt across their borders. With no pride left to bolster them, they have little choice but to obey. Preparations for the journey are a somber affair.
The cart's ready, my lord.
As are the disguises. None will suspect us to be aught but common merchants.
Good. Then let us prepare for our departure.
Just look at what we've been reduced to. Skullduggery and deceit.
I don't like it either, but just bear with me.
Whatever honor we had is losing its luster by the day.
Two main quests? What? Am I choosing one or the other? Excuse me? Cordelia reflects on her duties as queen. That sounds more like... Why is it red?
So, I am queen. What should I do?
You should listen to the Archduke and obey.
Is that all the Archduke wants? An obedient wife? And here I thought the Esfrosti valued freedom.
So long as you must look to others, you do not deserve freedom. Freedom is a privilege, and only those with the strength to see their will realized are deserving of it. It is not given, it is taken. And it is not often taken easily. This I know.
I see. Thank you.
Next time you think to ask that question, answer it yourself.
Brother, Father, look over me until I find the strength I require.
What is Gustadolf thinking to marry a sniveling brat? No glory is worth her dismal company.
It is unacceptable. He should have let me deal with those obstinate boors in Glenbrook.
I doubt you would have been able to stop us. Okay, yeah, that felt more like a side thing. Like, yeah, I know it's important to the plot, but so have a lot of the other ones. It's a bit bizarre.
Everyone has boarded the cart, my lord. We await your orders.
We cannot use the main road. This journey will not be an easy one.
I suspect not. Minister Sorslay's instructions were clear. We are to secure a new route through our domain that will not draw unwanted attention.
We've drawn up a rough map. It passes through uncharted wilderness and treacherous mountains, places which no common travelers would dare traverse. My scouts have also reported rumors that the area is inhabited by bandits and beasts alike.
To make no mention of the dismal weather on the horizon.
Regardless, we must depart. We have an appointment to keep after all.
Under the cover of rainfall, House Wolfort leads a cart full of salt northward through the treacherous mountain passes where few dare to tread. However, the rain quickly turns from help to hindrance as it batters down on the riders, making the ground treacherous and the path ahead clouded in mist. The party stops to wait out the weather and determine their next course of action.
I hope that in the next, battle map, it's not gonna be Fog of War, because that's never fun.
There's nobody here. It should make a perfect spot for camp.
Are you certain, my lord?
Do you lack faith in our scouts?
Of course not, my lord. I just mean, it is hardly a place for a Prince of Glenbrook to sleep.
But he's not a prince, he's Maxwell, remember?
Are we to crouch in range-rent shadows in the pursuit of clandestine dealings?
Need I remind you? I am prince no longer. We must take such shelter as we can find.
But even so, that is no reason to forget who you were.
Is aught amiss?
Nothing at all. However, I believe I found a place for us to set camp. The road ahead is treacherous, and we would do well to rest and wait out the rain.
I am in agreement, my lord. Pushing further in this weather would be unwise.
Very well. Let's inspect the surroundings before setting camp.
Alright. Wonder how the others are feeling about the situation we now find ourselves in. I'd best talk to them and keep an eye on our surroundings. Okay then. Let's just talk to everyone then. Heard of the illegal salt trade when I lived in Esros. Everyone needs salt to survive, but cannot always afford to buy it through legal means, so many purchase it off the black market. Never thought I would be part of the illicit trade myself. Though I know this is for House Wolford, I cannot help but feel conflicted. Yeah, I know everyone is very upset about it, but I don't like it either. Can we just, bear with it for now? It'll be over when it's over. I doubt the rain will let up anytime soon. I hope the path ahead won't present us with any more problems. Couldn't help but wonder who might be purchasing this illicit salt. That's a good question. May be able to use the situation to our advantage, depending on who they are. Very good question indeed. There's stairs. Sinus has been on high alert all night. I doubt he even notices that he is soaked to the bone. Do you think he lost himself in his desire for revenge? I'd say you stand by his side. May just be a show of his determination as a warrior. He might be trying to steel himself for the battles that lie ahead. Understand your concern, but excessive displays may only make things worse. Pray speak to him as you always do. He might be trying to steel himself. I understand how he feels, but seeing him like that just... I know, but you must have faith in him. Trust that he will overcome these obstacles and grow into a better liege than ever. I will, and I shall be a better vassal too. That's good. I'm a bit worried too, though. I can't believe we're hauling illicit salt. It's disgraceful, if you ask me. But we swallow my pride for the sake of the house. Wolfort. I'll gladly swallow my pride for the sake of House Wolfort. Guess that's what it means to be a leader. I can read, I promise. Is there anything over here? No, that's just where we came from. I think Anna's the last person, right? Scouted the area, but I did not see anyone. Even so, we mustn't let our guard down. I think that's everything. Oh, yeah, Roland. Sir, no, I know it's too late for second thoughts, yet I cannot help but fear someone will see through my disguise. I feel the real Sir Maxwell will hold himself with more confidence, even in enemy territory. We will make sure your true identity is kept a secret. Of that you have my word. We may overcome anything together. Else and support, we could strike back at the Duchy. We must embody the Dawn Spear if we are to succeed. We can overcome anything. Hearing you say so, puts my mind at ease, Sir Noah. Though I now live in a life of shadows, I know I'm not alone. No, you are not. House Wolfort stands with you, Roland. And the cats? Nothing. Okay, I think that's everything. Can we not go inside? There's a thing on the roof there. How do I get there? I see it. How do I get on the roof? I can't jump there from here, can I? Oh, I can. Neat. Is there anything on this roof? Don't think so. Okay, I think that's everything now. Nights falling and the rain has yet to let up. I doubt we would find much rest in these conditions. Let us spend the night at the encampment.
Can't you sleep, Serenoa? We have a long day ahead of us.
Thank you, but I'm fine. Why are you still awake?
The rain. Will it ever end?
No storm lasts forever. The sun will greet us in the morning, I'm sure.
I can only hope.
Optimism is sorely needed in these troubled times. However, it will be prudent to plan for the worst.
Everyone's awake.
No need to lecture my lord. He was just comforting his dear bride-to-be.
No, Gilai's right. If the ring continues, we shall have to find another way around.
Regardless of the path we take, our destination remains the same. Stifling swamps clogged with insects and worse. I suppose it is fitting, considering the state of our honor as of late.
I understand your misgivings. All the more reason for us to win Minister Sorslay's trust.
And what is his trust worth? He relishes in dangling accolades in front of those foolish enough to grasp for them.
I won't let that bastard toy with us.
Doubtless he feels the same about us.
The salt is gone.
Oh no.
How in the blazes did that happen?
Bandits. They've made off with everything in our cart.
All without stirring a soul.
Were we not keeping better watch of it?
I apologize. The mountain clans are generally not known for their skill at stealth.
What's done is done. They can't have gone far. Find them.
Recommended level 14. Wow, okay. Am I even close to that? Okay, I'm not that far behind, but I do think I should do a few battles at the camp to catch up.